welcome to today's vlog. It's not today's vlog, it's actually this week's reading vlog where I'm gonna be reading some books and hanging out with you all. So, I don't know why I just clapped. Yay, I am excited to start this reading vlog because I literally just filmed my January TBR, which will be up that you guys can view now. At the time that you've seen this, it's already been up. And I chose my 5 books for this month so we can get into them and start them. I honestly have no book that I'm reading currently besides my library book. If you caught last week's vlog, I'm currently reading The Forbidden Territory of a Terrifying Woman. I don't know why I always want to sing that title. I'm always like, The Forbidden Territory of a Terrifying Woman. By Molly Lynch. So I'm currently halfway into this one, which is for another vlog. So I won't really be talking about my thoughts during this vlog on this one, but I will like update you where I'm at. So I need a book that I can like share my thoughts with you guys. So out of my TBR books, which are still in front of me, I have these 5 here. So I have Magnolia Parks, The Holloway Girls, Prom Queen, The Book of the Most Precious Substance, and Keri Soto is back. I'm so excited to read all of these, which is going to make it difficult to decide what I'm going to be reading this week for this vlog. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm really kind of leaning towards The Holloway Girls, or maybe Keri Soto is back, because I know that Keri Soto, the audio is on Libby, and I'm kind of feeling like having an audiobook available to me this week. Well, duh, I'm gonna have an audiobook available to me, but one that I like physically own. So I think maybe this is gonna be what we start today, audibly. I think I'm gonna read this one audibly. So this one I think is about our main character, Keri Soto, obviously, and she is a tennis star. Or rather, she was a tennis star. She was ranked like #1 in the world at one point in time. Like, she was kicking butt on the courts, demolishing everyone left and right with her backswing. I don't know anything about tennis. Let me tell you that. All I know about tennis is what I've read in books, but I think they do a backswing. But yeah, anyway, she was like demolishing people on the court, and her goal was to be #1 in the world, which she did achieve at one point in time. Now we're years later and she is retired. She's retired. She's, you know, doing her thing. No one's really talked about her for a while. She's kind of off the charts as far as tennis goes. And she decides she's going to come back and better than ever, baby. Keri Soto's going to come back. She's going to get a new trainer. She's going to like do the surgery that's going to get her ready to be back on the courts, and she's going to make her come back a second time. And that's what this book is about. Let me tell y'all, I love a tennis story. I talked about this in my TBR. I couldn't tell you why. Couldn't tell you what about tennis intrigues me so much in books, because I've never like been interested in following tennis sports-wise. I've never played tennis, never watched anyone play tennis. But when it's in a book, I'm in. So I think I just convinced myself after telling you the synopsis and telling you how much I like tennis books that I'm going to be starting this one today on audio. I'm going to make sure it's still available, because knowing my luck with Libby, it was available last time I checked, and now there's going to be like a 6-month waiting period for it. But regardless, I think I'm going to start that and see what we think. If I'm like, you know, not into it after a little bit of reading, I can always, you know, put it down for now and pick up one of these other books. But as far as I know, that's the only one that has an audiobook on Libby that at least doesn't have like a huge waiting list. I haven't honestly checked any of these other ones, but I think physical is going to be the way I'm going to go for these. So I'm not going to take one to work with me today to read physically, because I'm going to focus on my library book for the new releases reading vlog. I'm halfway through, so I feel like if I just take this book today, I'll be able to like knock it out and get it finished. Whereas if I take one of my new like added to my TBR shelf books, I'm gonna want to finish that and not really focus on this. So I'm gonna like force my brain to read this, even though I'm not really enjoying it. but you'll hear my thoughts on that later. So these are the current reads for today. Other things today, yesterday we had like the biggest rainstorm, wind, gale, force winds, like all that kind of thing. So I really thought that we might have a 2-hour delay at school today. I was really hoping for it, like checking the school website and like looking, because there was like a lot of flash flooding and stuff like that. But alas, I woke up with the sun shining, the streets dry, and I got to go to school at the normal time. So I don't have any meetings today. I don't think we do have to make a parent phone call during like my planning time. But other than that, I'm going to have some time to do some lesson planning for next week, and also some like just regular planning as far as my my planner goes. So that's the plan for today. I might also have some time to type up my TBR prompts for my new TBR jar. That would be exciting. Maybe I need to like remember that that's what I want to do. Hopefully I remember that that's what I want to do. And I don't often do like B-roll while I'm at school, but maybe today I'll do a little bit of B-roll so you guys can see what a day at the classroom looks like. It's different every day. It's different every day. You never know what the day is going to bring. So I'm going to go ahead and log off for this update and get ready to leave for the day. But when I get a little bit into Carrie Soto or something interesting happens in my life, I will come back on and let you experience it with me. Hello everyone, welcome to a new update. Sorry, I'm itching my head. I haven't washed my hair in like a good amount of time, and it's about time to do that. Not that you guys care about that. What you care about is anything bookish related, and what I am here to update you on is that I am about 77% of the way through Carrie Soto is Back, Baby. I'm gonna pop the cover right here, even though I'm sure you know what it looks like. I haven't updated for a few days, so I am pretty far in this book, and I'm liking it. And I'm liking the tennis aspect, which I talked about how that's something that I'm really intrigued in, is books set around like tennis and the game of tennis, and like, I guess a very competitive tennis theme. I don't think it's going to be a favorite though. I definitely don't think it's going to be a favorite. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star even, because I have such, high, not hopes, but I hold the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo as such like a high standard for Taylor Jenkins Reid that I already know that this one isn't living up to that standard or that like pedestal that I've put 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on. But I am still enjoying this book, and I think that what I'm enjoying about it is, like I said, the tennis aspect, but also our main character. Carrie Soto and her dad's relationship is so sweet and so, I guess, like heartwarming, and also very realistic. Carrie has always kind of had this idea of how she wants to view herself, and that's being the best. And her dad is very much like wants to please her, wants her to, feel her best, motivate her, tell her what she wants to hear. But at the same time, be realistic with her and tell her, or teach her, I guess, like life lessons. Like things aren't always going to end up how you want them. You have to be understanding when things don't go your way, that kind of thing. So he's kind of in a tricky pickle as far as not only being her coach and wanting to be her biggest supporter, but also wanting to be a dad and wanting to like support her while also, like I said, teaching her life lessons. So she is kind of an unlikable character as well, just because of that mindset she has as far as being the best and like, no matter what, I'm gonna be the biggest tennis player ever. But her character does develop through the story, I guess you could say. She goes from kind of being very hard-headed and very much, you know, if I'm not the winner, then I suck and nothing else matters, to kind of understanding that not everything like her dad is trying to teach her is going to go her way. So I am liking it, but it's probably sitting at like a 3.5 star right now, which is fine. That means, you know, nothing bad about the book. It's just not like an all-time favorite. So I'm gonna finish that today. I am listening to it on audio, which is why I don't have the physical copy with me. Honestly, I think it's out in the other room, but I'm just too lazy to pick it up and go get it, which is fine. Honestly, it's not fine. I could go and get it, but I just really don't want to. So I'm validating that to myself and to you guys that it's fine. It's fine. Physically, I have also started The Holloway Girls, which is by Susan Bishop Crispell. And I'm about 50 pages into this dude. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one either. Honestly, all the books that I've added as like currently reading on Goodreads recently have not had very promising ratings. I think that, I can't remember 100%, but another book that I just added, I think was like a below a 3.4. I think this one was like 3.6 maybe. And Carrie Soto, I don't think was above a 4 either. So I'm feeling a little discouraged about that. But alas, this is the book that I talked about in my TBR, where we have like a curse, kind of, more like a good omen. What do you call it if it's like a good curse? Not sure the word, but pretty much tale as old as time is that these Holloway girls, during the summer solstice after their 16th birthday, they are like bestowed this magical power, I guess, where anyone that they kiss is granted good luck. So they're kind of like, you know, held and you know, on a pedestal almost, because everyone wants this good luck from them. And everything's gone fine. You know, Maggie, one of our characters, she's, you know, fine. She's been kissing some people and no big deal. But then we have Remy, and Remy is like, yay, I can finally kiss some people and grant them the good luck that they want. Like, everything's good. And she really wants to do this with a guy named Isaac, who she has a crush on. And he's, you know, all down for it. He's ready to go. She really likes him, but he kind of pretends to like her. So she ends up giving him a little smooch on the lipperoos, and the good luck does not come to him, my friend. The good luck is anything but coming to him, because right after that, he goes to like do a dive off the like cliff where they're hanging out, which he's done many times before, and it does not work out for him this time, and he actually almost dies. So everyone's like, oh my gosh, Remy, great, good for you, like, you're the only sister without the kissing power, you know, whatever. So she's like, oh my gosh, I'm cursed, why can I not kiss anyone? And that's where I'm at in the book so far. So she's very much dealing with like the fact that she is the reason that Isaac, you know, didn't do well. Now everyone knows about it, and there's nothing about this in this little magical book that they have, kind of like a handbook towards, you know, their kissing powers. So she's like, how do I solve this, because this is not good, and I don't want this to be the way my life goes. I don't want to like never be able to kiss anyone, like that would suck. So that's where I'm at in this one. I'm only like 50 pages in, but it is cute so far. It's, you know, just doing what it's doing, I guess. I'm going to continue this. Physically, I'm probably not going to do much reading of this right now, because I'm going to prioritize finishing Carrie Soto, but this is here, and this is going to be getting done at some point. Last little book update I have for you is I did finish this library book, The Forbidden Territory of a Terrifying Woman, and I did not like it. That's all I'm going to say about that. You'll have to catch my more in-depth thoughts when my new releases vlog comes out with that. I'll just say I don't recommend it. Don't waste your time on it. Do not, do not, do not. If I could tell you one thing that you listen to from this video, that one's not one. That one's not it, my friend. Yesterday was a day that I did not update and I did not vlog. It was my birthday, actually. So I was very happy and having a great day, and I just didn't feel any need to like update. I was going to like share some of my birthday celebrations, but it ended up just being like a good day with like my family and my boyfriend, and even my students did a lot of things to make my day like super special, and like vlogging and updating was the last thing on my mind. But I did want to share a little mini haul that my boyfriend provided me with for my birthday. So he got me some books for my birthday, and I was so pumped because he knows that I'm trying to not buy myself as many books this year. Like, that's one of my goals. But I said, technically, if they're like gifted to me, then I'm not buying them and I'm not like adding to my shelves because they're a gift. So he got me some books, which is super nice of him, and it was really sweet, and I'm so thankful that he, you know, supports this crazy book hoarding hobby that I have. So let's just run through these quickly. He got me 5 books. The first one he picked out was Happiness Falls by Angie Kim. She also wrote Miracle Creek, which I do have and I have not read, but I have heard good things about this one. I think it was on the Goodreads Choice Awards this year, so I'm happy to dive into this one. Hopefully sometime this month, if not this month, then in February. He got me an Elle Kennedy, which is The Graham Effect. Another author that I have not read from yet, but I do have other books, so I'm excited about this one as well. And I really liked the little like quote on the back. It says, "You feel this way too, don't you? His eyes are on mine. Dark blue and bottomless. Yeah, I feel it." Spicy. So he got me that. Oh, it like is cute with my outfit today. This one I don't know how to pronounce, but I think it's Clytemnestra. Please tell me in the comments how you pronounce this. Again, the quote on the back, I have not heard of this one more than like a few people on BookTube talking about it, but it says, "As for queens, they're either hated or forgotten. She already knows which option suits her best," which also is like a nice little like grab for my attention. So I want to read this one. He got me You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose, a thriller, which is actually very heavy for like the size of it. But this one says, "You opened up your house and heart to a total stranger. What could possibly go wrong?" I love a thriller. He knows I love a thriller, so he picked this one out as well. Honestly, it just means a lot to me that he picked out books that he thought I would like. I thought that was so sweet. He also got me King of Pride by Anna Huang, which is book 2 of the Kings of Sin. I don't know if it's a trilogy or if it's going to be like an actual series. I do not have book 1 yet, but I'm going to purchase it so then I can have book 1 and book 2. So I'm really happy to have all these books. Yay. And like I said, it was just really nice that he surprised me with books because I like the thoughtfulness that goes into that, like him knowing that, you know, this is the biggest hobby of mine and picking books that he thought I would like. So it was very sweet, and I'm happy to have all these ones added to my collection, and I want to read them all because they all sound like intriguing in their own little way. So I'm going to have to find some room on the shelf for those. I'm gonna leave, I think, King of Pride like on the table here because I need to remember to order the first book. I'll probably end up doing that today, but if I keep seeing it, then I will know that it's there and that I need to order that. All right, I have talked for a good amount of time about books and what I'm thinking about books and what I'm currently reading and what I want to be currently reading. So I think I'm gonna spend the last little bit of time before I have to go to work listening to Carrie Soto and see how much more I can get done before going to work. I think I'm gonna take my AirPods today because we do have like a little field trip. I don't even know if you could, I mean, it is a field trip because we're leaving the school, but we're going to the middle school nearby so that the kids can get a taste of what they'll be seeing in 7th grade, get an idea of some different courses as far as electives go, and just kind of get like a small tour of the middle school. So it's not really a field trip where I am like leading anything. I'll be like with the kids and helping to corral them. and answering any questions that I can answer, but it's really led by other students at the middle school and stuff like that. So I might take my AirPods, and if there's any like small chances I can read, I'll be doing it because I want to finish Carrie Soto today. So then we can see if there's any other audiobooks we can pick up for this week. I did have a few from Libby come in rather quickly, like books that I own that I had placed on hold. So I need to get a move in with Carrie Soto so we can see what else we can read and what else we can knock off my shelf. I just realized I've been like at a very weird angle this whole time, like up in your face, but then also like not centered. I hope that's okay, because I'm not refilming this whole clip. Okay, let's get into some Carrie Soto. Let's Carrie Soto it up, and let's see what happens with her last couple championships, her last couple tennis matches, and if she is indeed going to be the top lady like she wants to be. I will catch you later when I have more to update on. It's been a minute since I've updated you, so I have a lot to update on for this week. Just now, after editing the clips for this week's reading vlog, I realized that it's going to be on the shorter side, which is fine. I took a few days where I really didn't do anything. Like my birthday, I didn't update on anything. And then I got sick over the weekend. So again, didn't update. I initially was going to put this video up, and then I was like stuck in bed, and then it was a snow day. So alas, not a lot of reading got done other than what I last updated you on, which was maybe on Thursday. I can't even remember. So I didn't tell you that I started another book, and in that time I also finished that book. So let's talk about that first things first. On audio, Libby, I did start A Touch of Jen by Beth Morgan, and in the time since I haven't updated you, I also finished A Touch of Jen by Beth Morgan. So honestly, I don't even know what to tell you about this book because it is so weird, and weird is usually my thing. It kind of honestly gave like Mona Awad Bunny vibes because it's so like weird and eclectic, and like I know it's trying to give like a deeper message, but me being me, I was just like, this is weird and I'm kind of digging it. So let me just read the synopsis for you. It says, a young couple's toxic Instagram crush spins out of control and unleashes a sinister creature in this twisted, cinematic, and viciously funny debut. Part millennial social comedy, part psychedelic horror, and all wildly entertaining. A Touch of Jen is a sly, unflinching examination of the hidden drives that lurk just outside the frame of our carefully curated selves. Which sums this up pretty good. So it's following our main characters, Remy and Alicia, and they are in a relationship. But for some reason, they have this weird kind of obsession or pull towards this girl that Remy used to know, he used to work with and have a crush on, named Jen. So they're constantly like stalking her social media, talking about it together. And also Alicia, the girlfriend of Remy, a lot of the times like we'll do these weird, not skits necessarily, but she'll kind of go into character where she's like, oh my gosh, what if Jen was here? Like, and didn't like know that I was, or like, what if Jen was in the shower right now and like pretending to be Jen? And so it's like kind of like a commentary on parasocial relationships because they're so obsessed with this woman that they really only see on social media, and they have like this idea of her based on her social media. And then, you know, meeting her in real life, she's a little bit different, but still they have this thought of like she's this perfect person based on what they see on social media. So it's very weird. Like it says, it unleashes this weird creature that is like attacking Remy later in the book. Weird things happen to Alicia because of her obsession. She starts having people call her Jen, and it's just like very weird. It really does give Bunny vibes. If you're into that kind of weird like what the heck is going on kind of story, I think this would be something that you enjoy. The ratings are a little all over the place. I ended up giving it a 3.5 star because I did like it. I liked the weirdness of the book. So I did, like I said, start and finish this. And I will be keeping this on my shelf, not only because I think it's weird and it's different from a lot of the books that I have, but also the cover. Okay, we love a pink moment on the cover. So I finished that and I haven't started anything else since then. And I think I finished that like yesterday, early in the day, and I haven't picked anything else up. Yikes, which I don't know. I thought like maybe I should get back into The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but I don't know if like mentally I'm ready for that. So my other option, like going into next week's reading vlog, would be The Book of the Most Precious Substance, which I also know is like following that weird vibe. I don't know. This one's more serious. This one's more weird. These are my options that I'm kind of thinking of and debating between. I just really don't know what I'm in the mood for. I mean, honestly, I don't need to stick with these two if I pick something else up, but I'm just kind of at a loss of what I want to read. I feel like I'm still having some brain fog from when I was sick, plus the snow day, plus today's just weird. It's like so freaking cold outside, and I thought that they were going to call school again today, and they didn't. So my mind is just very, very strange. And not to mention my schedule is going to be really strange today because we had a 2-hour delay. I have an appointment later, so I put in to be off for the afternoon. So I'm literally going to school for like an hour and a half. Today's just weird. It's messing me up. So I don't know what I want to read and what I want to do. What I want to do right now, though, I guess, is show you the books that I picked up in the thrift store when I went earlier in the week. I've kept them in the bag so that I could show you, and also so I don't have to put them away. I found some really good ones. The first one is Tessa Gratton's The Queens of Innis Lear. It says blood will have blood. Look at how beautiful this cover is. A large paperback, girl. A large hardcover. This was $3.99. I think this is the first book in a series. I've heard really good things about it and really good things about Tessa Gratton. So I was excited to find this, and just like, I love the cover. Had to get that. I got Cursed by Frank Miller. Oh, is this illustrated? No way. Oh, interesting. Illustrated by Frank Miller, and I guess it's written by Thomas Wheeler. This is just called Cursed, and it says soon to be a Netflix original series, born in the dawn to pass in the twilight. It's a very heavy book. I don't know. It was like one of the last ones I saw. Just wanted to grab that. I also found The Woman in the Dark by Vanessa Savage, another book that I don't know much about, but I feel like I've seen a few places. I think it's a thriller. What she can't see can hurt her. For Sarah and Patrick, family life has always been easy until her mother's death sends Sarah spiraling into depression. When she overdoses on sleeping pills, Sarah insists it was an accident, but neither Patrick nor their teenage children believe her. Determined to give their family a fresh start, Patrick convinces her to move back to the idyllic beachside home where she grew up. But there is a catch. The once beautiful old house is now known as the murder house. Sounds interesting. We love a thriller. And then the last couple books I got were Suburban Hell by Maureen Kilmer. I got this from my boyfriend maybe 2 Christmases ago for the 12 Days of Books, and read it and unhauled it. I don't know why I unhauled it because this is so good and so like camp. And so when I found out the thrift store, I picked that up. I picked up The Knockoff by Lucy Sykes and Joe Piazza. It says The Devil Wears Prada meets All About Eve, a fun, often funny take on life in the sharp-elbowed world of fashion magazines. Love books like this. And then I got 3 books in a series, which I was happy to see all together. These are by Sally Green. I guess the first one is Half Bad, and then we have Half Wild, and then lastly we have Half Lost. Don't know anything about them. Not a thing, but when you see like a full series or trilogy or duology or anything at the thrift store, you have to scoop it up, even if you don't know anything about it. At least that's my theory. The last books that I acquired this week were from my sister for my birthday, and I'm so pumped about them. Oh, look at them. She got me The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. I believe this is like a fantasy sapphic adventure story, I think. I don't know much about it, but I've heard, again, good things about this one, and she picked this off my wish list, and I was very excited. I've been wanting this one for a long time, as well as The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashem. I'm so excited to have both these. I told her, I was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna start first, but they look so good together. I was so pumped that these are the ones she picked. So that is my little book haul for the weekend. Too many books, too little time, if you ask me. That's probably going to be the last that I buy books for quite a while, because I did say that part of my goal for 2024 was to not buy as many books. And alas, here I am buying many books. At least I'm not buying them full price. The last like book buying I'm going to be doing is I have a gift card for Barnes & Noble that I think has like $50 on it. But I'm saving that till there's something that I truly, truly want, not just like shopping on a whim. I forgot I was gonna put on this headband to kind of tame this wild mess. I slept with my hair like relatively wet last night. Also, decided to just throw it and I can put it in a bun. And I'm wearing like a cozy outfit to school today. I really don't care. I got an eye doctor appointment. How are you supposed to wear these? You're supposed to put them like over your ear. Honestly, I might, because it's so cold outside. That's kind of a vibe. That's gonna be probably the end of the vlog for this week. Like I said, it's gonna be on the shorter side because I was slacking. I was sick. I had a snow day. I was lazy. I was all of the above. I still got some reading done, and that's all that really matters. I got some book buying done. That's all that really matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Let me know what you read this week. If you've read any of the books that I hauled. I guess I should hold them all up. Any of the books that I hauled. If you haven't read them, if you want to read them, let me know anything down in the comments that you want me to know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to continue watching my videos, then please subscribe, and I'll see you in a new video soon, guys. Bye!